Hello, welcome to the studio again. I want to make these like consistent video diaries, not just to share with people, but just for myself too, to keep some sort of consistency. So I really been wanting to sit down and film, but it's been really tough the last month or so, and it's strange because in terms of my work, I feel like it's been going in a very good direction, and also I just got accepted to a residency, which I'm very excited about, which I'll be going to in about a month or so. I'll be there with a couple of other artists in a home, and it's a project which I'm very excited to share as well. But I don't know, it feels like there's a lot of these things to celebrate about my residency, which is my first residency ever, and I'm pretty excited about it. And also the work I've been accomplishing lately, I've been really excited about it, and it feels like my world is every painting I make, it's just getting stronger, and it's visually it's more compelling. But I don't know what it is. The last month it was just really hard to come in here and paint, and it was just really hard to be motivated to come in the studio and work on something, even though I know what I want to work on, and I know and it's not like I'm having a writer's block. Actually, I feel almost like I'm exploding with ideas, but a sense of, I also feel like it's just me self-sabotaging a little bit. That I'm finally obtaining this thing which I've been wanting pretty much for years now, and when I finally get it, you know, I almost want to like turn back and run away from it. And obviously this comes because we are told that this life isn't for us, that maybe these successes aren't for us. So maybe I think that's part of it. I think I'm feeling a little bit scared to go on this residency and maybe feel like a sort of imposter syndrome. And I think that scares me. And now I'm kind of finally getting myself out of that mindset and getting myself prepared to be excited for it, and to feel like, yeah, I can do this, and yeah, I deserve this. So I'm finally here in the studio, and I'm finally painting again, and I've been working on a couple things this month. One, I was finishing up a planter for my vegetables that I'm gonna plant this summer. So that I was able to do, and I was able to finish, and I'm super excited about that, which took a little bit longer than I would have wanted it to, but it came together beautifully. Then I started working on this painting, which I'm finishing up today. It's essentially these 4 characters that I wanted to play with, and I wanted to play with their hats and kind of the way they looked. And while I was sitting here painting them, I almost started making stories about them, and what if they were bandmates, and what if they were their band was named like Bandidos de Patagonia or Bandidos de Pangaea, and I started kind of formulating, and I started making up this story, and now to me they're a set of bandmates that make this super like psychedelic, jazzy rock, and they have a bunch of really one spiritual but political and just human messages in their story. And then I had this painting on the left side, kind of just sitting here. It was unfinished, and I worked on it maybe, I think about a year and a half ago, And then I kind of hit a point which I just got tired of it, and I rolled it up and I put it away, and that's it. But now I unrolled it and I looked at it again, and I kind of added some new life to it, and now it feels truly finished. So I also finished this piece, which I feel really proud about, and it's also kind of it's something that happens with a lot of my paintings, where sometimes I roll them up, or they feel unfinished, and it's okay to be like, you know what, I'm gonna roll it up, I'm gonna put it away. I'm not gonna look at it for a year, and then I'm gonna come back to it with a new mindset, some new inspiration, and that's what I did with this piece. And that's kind of a reminder to a lot of us, where it's like, sometimes if you're feeling a little bit bad about a painting, or feeling like there's just something that it's not clicking, just give it a rest, put it away, don't look at it for a really long time, and just keep on working on other things, because if you get stuck on that thing, it can hurt your progress. So put more energy into the new things, and we as artists have tons of ideas all the time, and a lot of those ideas are just passing by. And if at times, I'm very guilty of this, if I don't work on the idea that I'm thinking of at the moment, because I'm delaying it, because I'm working on something way too longer than I anticipated, and I'm putting too much energy into something that it almost feels forced, that idea is gonna pass by, and I'm gonna forget about it, or I'm not gonna have the energy for it. So it's a reminder that it's okay to put things away and then come back to them. But I'm really happy about this piece and how it just ended up how it turned out. And now I'm finishing this piece today, and it's been a piece. This is a piece that I can probably finish it in about 4 days, and it's been about maybe 3 weeks in the works now. And kind of like I was saying, it's because it's just been so hard for me to get in here and work and really put energy into my paintings. And I feel like I said, I think I'm self-sabotaging a bit, where we finally see, the road, and it scares us, and so we turn back, or we stall, and we delay, and we're fearful of maybe the outcome, but I am today I'm choosing to keep going forward, and I think that's what a lot of artists need to realize for themselves too, that if your work is good and you're gaining recognition for it, it's for a reason. I think I hopped on a call with the residency. It was like we had a call with all the members, or all the artists, attending the residency, and she told us something that I think I needed to hear. She said something like, I want to remind you guys that you went through a very competitive panel, and the judges very harshly judged all your work, and out of all the applicants, you were chosen, not by just one person, by multiple people that said, yes, their work is good enough, or their work has potential. And all those, and that whole panel had to be in agreement that your work was good enough to be selected as one of the few to pass to the next phase. And then the people in the next phase also judged your work and cut down everybody else and kept you. It's nice hearing that, and it was nice hearing that reminder from her. But yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to share. That if you feel like you're pushing back or you're pulling back from something, it's because you're scared, and it's because people your whole life have told you that this life isn't for you, or that what you're doing is not achievable. And you are, in a way, and you deep inside believe that. But if you keep pushing forward, you will stop believing that, and you will start believing a new truth, your truth. But yeah, today I'm finishing up this painting, and I want to just record a little bit of it and just bring you guys along, and then kind of give a little bit of a rundown of all the bandmates, and kind of their story and their background, and some of the ideas I have for these characters. But yeah. So like I said earlier, this was supposed to be something a little bit more fun and just easier on the mind than on the hand. Something where I can just be more creative without thinking too deep about it. But ended up working on these characters, which I really enjoyed working on. Played with the main focus was to play with their collars and their hair and hats, and try to get as creative as possible with just those two things. So I guess that was the challenge. How creative can I get by just customizing the collars and the hats, the hair? But as I was working on these paintings, I was thinking about an old conversation me and this friend were having about how if artists should be political, if they should care about speaking out against things. And he said this thing which kind of troubled me a little bit, I guess. He said, I don't need my artists to be political, because I was defending the idea that they do need to be political. I think we hide behind the word political when a lot of what we're talking about are just human rights issues, or things that we wish someone would speak up for if we were going through, people not having food, people not being able to live comfortably, people going through genocides, people going through natural devastations and governments not helping. I don't think these are, yes, solutions are achieved through political means, but to speak out about them, it is not, shouldn't be seen as just political. It should just be seen as like something that we humans do for each other, and especially so when it comes to artists, because who pushes artists up to these platforms where they can have this voice and this superstardom? Who does that? The people do that. The people that work their daily jobs, who win minimum wage, and who struggle to sometimes buy a ticket to go to that artist concert. They still do that for that artist. They take money out their savings, money that they don't have, and they still go and they still support these artists. And we as people support artists we love and we like, because we want to keep hearing their music. And when it comes time for these artists to turn back and reach out their hand and share their voice to help us, they protect themselves with this shitty excuse that, oh, I don't get into politics. It's like, you as an artist were chosen by the people because we love the messaging behind your music, and because we love your music. Now, when the people are hurting, I don't think it's fair to turn back to turn your back on the people that have helped you obtain the marvelous lifestyle that you now live. You didn't get your lifestyle by working hard and and doing it everything yourself. Yes, you made beautiful music and you worked hard making that. Just I'm an artist and I spend hours and hours in the studio and hours thinking, but if an audience propels me to a to to a place where my voice can have a meaning, I owe everything to them. Because of them, I am where I'm at. And I think it's unfair to turn your back on those people. So I was thinking about that, and to me, this painting, these bandmates, um, were people that knew that and that spoke up for the people and um, made songs that weren't just about love and songs for dancing, but songs about um, helping the people, about caring about each other, about lifting each other up, about serving each other. Because at the end of the day, that's what we're here to do as humans. We're here. I know under capitalism, we we have made this fake reality where we think humans are here for their self-interest, where you take care of your own and that's it. But we're actually here to serve each other and to work in cooperation and collaboration with each other. So that's what these bandmates stand for, and their name is Los Bandidos de Pangea, because Pangea is, I like the word Pangea, and to me Pangea was like, this super continent where no continent was divided, everything was one. And I think ultimately that's what people are, it's just one, and I wanted I didn't give him names, but I did give him like instruments. The one with the pointy cowboy hat that's like kind of a crown and has the pig collar. He's the lead singer, of course. The one with the afro is a drummer. The one with the hat and the silver collar with the car, that's a guitarist. And the one with the braids around his head is a bass player. So that's kind of what they play. And I made a whole track list and the name of the album they released, and with all the songs and song titles. Obviously no songs because I don't play music, but I posted it on my Instagram, and it was just kind of a fun little project to do and to think about. But maybe I'll write more about it on my Instagram or on my website. But for today, that's it, and thanks for watching.